My name is Sangeeta and I've created the current commission for the racv art house at Goldfields, Yellow Deep That Drew Your Eyes. The works that I make kind of often carry a narrative thread that relate constantly into each other. My works speak a lot around post-colonial culture and contemporary migration, particularly from the Australian perspective. So I'm sort of very interested in the sort of hemisphere that we live in and the histories that many of these countries have, Malaysia, India, Australia, these colonial histories that we all kind of then have common links of how we've grown and developed. For this site and really thinking about racv Goldfields and Creswick and the sort of rich migration history that these cities have. So I wanted to draw the palette from the trees around us. I've been working with Master Dyer Heather Thomas to create projects that speak using colour to many of the kind of cross-cultural themes that I'm interested in. So this project, I really wanted to create and work with yellow and gold, like the gold and yellows of the Australian landscape, and that comes from so many of the native plants here. So I wanted to create basically like a gold box in that beautiful space. It's unlike other gallery spaces, which are 4 white walls. You've got these windows that people can look into, and then you've got the space in this contained space. The works for the art house are 11 panels of silk organza, and they're embedded with the yellow, but inside all of these yellow squares that hang through the space, there's a large circle. It's an emptied circle, but it's also a circle for me that speaks to the place that we're on and into landscape and the idea of the sun and the moon. And because these works will really change with the shifting of the daylight and into night, I really sort of also like that reference to the skies above, as well as to creating works from the land that we sit in. The yellows that we made are extracted from a variety of peppermint gums, mistletoe and wattle, and this is done through a process of boiling. So we'd make a big vat of gum leaves, boil that up, and then the yellow is extracted from that heated process of heating the leaves in the water. So a bit like making a tea and letting it brew for that time. And then the mordant material is then put into that vat and sits in there for a while to take in the colour, and then when we draw it out, the colour stays to that mordant section and not in the area where there's been no application. In developing the larger installation that forms the space, which speaks to migration and our perceptions of that mobility as Australians or as immigrants. I started to reflect just upon my own experience as a child, obviously travelling between Malaysia and Australia, and how much that movement informed my own growth and really has impacted upon the reasons why I make the work I do now. I came across a series of childhood drawings that my mum has stored for all these years, and I selected a few of these drawings and recreated them through the same similar dye process that's in the larger silk. And I suppose I'm also aware that this resort, there's a lot of children that come through during the holidays, and having my own child, I'm starting to engage with that sort of eye, and so to have some drawings that they could relate to and also sort of hung at a scale that they could see, I thought would help introduce people to art at an earlier stage. It's been really exciting to do this project and get to come out and sort of learn about the area and now in this final days install the work. And I suppose I had always in my head had this idea for the great yellows that we did achieve, and also the ideas that with the various daylight it would start to glow, but it's specifically at night when everything else is around so dark, to sort of have this sort of box in the middle of the course just glowing, and that's been really great to see as we've developed the installation over the last couple of days. So I really hope for anyone staying here or visiting that you can come back at night and see this golden sun glowing as a moon.